Good evening. Hello, it is me, Angie, here from Learn Love Tarot to bring you messages of direction for your best and highest good using the energy of the daily moon cycles and of the planetary aspects surrounding us. However, this message is timeless as energies are always cyclical. So, whenever you hear the message, there is something in there meant for you to hear or to pass on to someone else. If there is something contained in today's message that does resonate with you, I do appreciate you hitting the like button and sharing your beautiful energy with me, of course, by commenting and sharing the video so it can get some traction back here for the channel, guys. Happy Veterans Day and a big, big happy birthday to my Miss Monica today. So happy birthday to her. And again, thank you for this service. If you are a service person, this is my thank you for you today, or for loved ones who have served as well. In the description box below, you will find today's Angi-Notes. And this is a big deal here today because we've got the 1111 portal energy. And this is the day that I said I had in my notes to check back to October 20th. I give you the visuals of the Sabian symbols that are in the sky. We do have Mars and Venus, our cosmic lovers, still at a semi-sextile. And with last night's reading, I didn't even realize it till today, you guys, but with Jupiter retrograding today back into Cancer all the way through March of next year, through 311, actually, that is all about community. And we've been sitting in that same symbol of community here down in the bottom left-hand corner. And that's the card we got last night in the surrounding energy. And on top of that, we got the 1111 card last night, the first card that flew out of the deck, and didn't even realize that till today. So, yeah. And then we got our guiding the reading here, this dragon's horde energy of protecting the future. And today is the path of protection, which is a perfect day for Veterans Day. How about that? How about those synchronicities, right? So we'll see where we go today and what the energy has to show us. I do want to look at what this double justice energy for us here on this portal is going to be unveiling. So on October 20th, that was the Festival of Light, and that was Diwali back on 10/20. And it was also a big aspect in the sky where Mercury, the planet of communication, and Mars were clinking glasses, so to speak, and cheersing at the 20th symbol, that 20 card of judgment and Scorpio. And I wrote down spicy communications, pause for the cause, to regroup if needed so that words won't scorch. Okay. I also wrote down there's a portal door underneath the iceberg. So, this unveiling energy today that we may be experiencing or have recently experienced, I predicted that as of today, we would have some kind of answer or some kind of revelation with that double justice energy. And even Venus on that day was at the ninth symbol, which was about discovering the essential secret to take on the creator role. Okay, so it's kind of like figuring out what we're going to be doing next here. The sun's energy in that same symbol is where we are today, affecting all of us. And that is about trusting that all will be well. Okay, we've still got Mercury retrograde at that Cupid knocking at the door of a human heart. We did have the semi-sextile between our cosmic lovers bump up to the sixth symbol, which for Venus is the symbol of a gold rush. And it's the appetite to experience more abundance and worldly adventures. And then a semi-sextile is about allowing, they work with each other. And I'm not sure if Crystal's here yet or any of my England people, but Mars action is in the symbol of a game of cricket. and that is about our participation in a community activity. So again, with our community card coming out on the bottom of the deck last night, fueling that dragons and protecting our future, I just thought that was really flippin' cool. So I'm going to be asking tonight for us what's been unveiled. This is going to be the intention of my reading. If you think about it in a story arc, yes, I'm going to get my English teacher skills out here. Think about it in that story arc. The top of that arc is the climax. And this is the 1111 portal energy I want to know about today. And then with, again, that Cancer energy sitting in Jupiter, starting its retrograde, its internal examination, we're recalibrating how to make the most of our life and what makes us feel most fulfilled. Okay. So for our all signs, I'm going to be focusing on, is there a moral of the story for you that has surfaced? And if so, what wisdom would you share with others about what you've been through? Either that or what should we trust, all will be well. How about you guys let me know in the notes for all signs, since you're here and since you helped me guide the reading with your energy. So I can either ask, what should we trust, all will be well. Okay. Or option B question, what has been gained? What wisdom has been gained from this experience? What's the climax happening in your story? Okay, well, hopefully it's a good kind of climax for everybody, if you know what I mean. Let's see. So unlike me to talk like that. Yes, I know. Okay, so let's find out where our reading is going to be directed there. Thank you guys again so much. Jennifer was here first, I believe. Miss Kathy, thank you. And Diana. And we've got Jennifer, and AD is here. I haven't seen you for a little while. It's your mom's birthday today. Well, she's in good company. Miss Peg's joining the party. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. And yes, I got my green on because it is a fourth chakra day. We are right in the middle of that Leo energy, maybe making the curve towards that last deacon. So look in your chart to see where your emotions might be on high right now. Or maybe especially because the mid-decan is 6 of Wands. You might have even had a victory today. So look in your chart to see where that middle of the Leo energy is. And that could have been where you've been experiencing a victory of some kind. Okay. Well, how about that? The 1111 portal energy here, and we've got adjacent possibilities. Okay. So, what is unveiling for us now in this 1111 double justice energy, essentially double Venus energy, is abundance here. So, that would be my King of Pentacles reference. We saw him show up in the reading last night. And of course, Uranus is in retrograde, bringing us a shock, some kind of rewind, definitely some kind of change that we need to revisit and get back on track if we kind of slowed that change down or if we stopped ourselves out of fear for any reason. Okay, so what is being unveiled here are possibilities and adjacent opportunities that you might not have seen coming here. And they are being driven by that Diwali energy. Check my notes back on the 1020. I put a link in the description box there to those 1020 notes in case you don't journal yourself. So our third chakra is the energy I talked about last night. And this is about the sun energy, our own joy that leads us to our best and highest good, simply because it brings us pleasure. And we've got this peace energy here coming in. Love that on Veterans Day. Door to spirit, this portal, this door to spirits being opened here within the 1111 portal energy. I am not surprised. And last night we talked all about balance, guys, didn't we? With that 12 card and that 12 energetic number. We do have a 22, happening in the energy as well, which is a master builder, master architect energy. So what you're building is something different than what you thought you were building in the first place, or you're learning that, hey, there's more than one way to get to this victory here that you're wanting. And as long as it's guided by joy and guided by your own happiness, as long as it's in an energy of peace and it's the best and highest good for all, you go ahead and step right on through that door. Okay, you step right on through that door. Let's go ahead and pull our reading. I had my deck sitting out. I guess I put it back away. Okay. This is the Joy to Vive deck. Thank you again, Miss Peg here. Well, we've already got cards wanting to talk to us tonight here. Couple on the floor. I'm going to keep shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling, and it looks like everything's turned over anyway, but that's okay. I'm still going to take note, because if they show back up in the reading, then they're extra important. Wow. Oh, geez. Okay. 3/8. There's our 24 of adjacent possibilities being confirmed here. So this 8 of Swords, we are lifting up and out of our head, this prison of our mind here, about some kind of betrayal or ending that we just experienced. So again, we're in the climax of the story. And now in the hero's journey, this is the point where we have the falling action, and we look at the solutions that are being made available, in order that we get to this 9 of Cups here. Wish fulfillment. Okay. And wish fulfillment does mean her feet are facing forward here and taking one last look back. But again, don't look back in anger. Her feet are already moving forward. And maybe this is even like our song from yesterday. I hope that you're happy now. It's a retrospective, right? Being able to let go with love and not any kind of malice or the he said, she said of it all. Because guess what? If we're still in that energy of having to tell the story and all the deep, gory details, we're not ready yet. Okay. That is definitely for sure. And we've got a 2 of Wands here. I see you making a different decision, having the strength to make a different decision. Okay. You thought maybe something was wish fulfillment here just in the pre-shuffle. This is pretty deep for a pre-shuffle. And we've got the strength to make a new decision. We are in prison here of our own mind about a 5 of Cups, but we get out of that prison again when we look at this situation through the lens of love and are able to thank the teacher. Okay, we understand that that was a pre soul lesson there, a preordained soul lesson by your own higher soul. And you have the strength now to make a new decision, to do something differently, to take this adjacent door. And the 8 of Cups is lifting you off into this Queen of Wands energy. And note how she is sprinkling the sunflower of her own solar plexus. So that is then the reason abundance is coming towards you. And we have this little spinner here, not that kind of spinner, but this Charlotte's Web kind of energy here. What new tale am I going to spin? When the resolution is found within that old story, if you're at the climax of something now, there's the new beginning, the full energy. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Okay, we'll see. We will see if they come back, but I feel like that was basically the energetics here of this story that we have right here on the board already. But let's see if we can get any more from it. Let's see. There's that wisdom gained of the Hermit. How are you guys tonight? There's Miss Monique. Thank you so much for coming in. How's your mama, girl? I haven't had time to check my phone yet again. Hope she's doing all right. You know, we're all sending prayers, all our Learn Love warriors here. All right. There we go. We's ready. So, what is unveiling here? What we need to trust, all will be well. Okay. Maybe we're getting there because this is the energy of the moon. And again, for the reference back to the 1020 notes, that was the festival of lights, a celebration of light, Diwali. That's when Mercury conjoined Mars at exactly the energy is in today. And that's trusting all that will be well, even though we don't know what is going to happen. It's about through our deepening of faith, life's mysteries are unveiled, and then we open up to a more expansive future. And boy, would I say so, just even with our oracles here. Okay, so you're coming in as the moon energy. Maybe you're still keeping something to yourself. Let's see what's driving that. Yeah. So, whatever you're having sleepless nights about here, whatever you're keeping to yourself, I feel like you do need to reach out and ask for help within your community. You don't have to go through whatever this is alone, especially if you're in the throes of the climax of whatever this story is. That could have started on the 1010 portal, but the symbol for today is a woman drawing two curtains aside. So it feels like whatever's been hiding in your moon, you are getting ready to reveal that to others. Let's see if we can get a situation here. This is about an ending of some kind. Okay. And there's our Scorpio energy here coming in of the sun. And what is fueling that ending is our little spinner here. So some kind of holding on. We did see that stubbornness showing up in last night's reading in a family situation where they were sitting down in that three-legged race of life and expecting the one person to do all the work. Okay, so maybe this revelation we are revealing here, we're drawing back the curtains on what has ended. I sure hope you weren't keeping that to yourself, because you can't, I mean, that's what friends are for, guys. They're here to celebrate our wins and whatever we deem as, as a loss, but it's only a failure if we continue to repeat the pattern. So it looks like you have decided here, whatever you were holding back on ending before, it looks like here the opportunity, Knight of Cups. We saw that in last night's outcome energies. And the Knight of Cups, again, is looking at an ending. I rewind. I said looking at an ending through the eyes of love. Thank you, teacher, for the lesson. Our souls signed up. We are no longer retelling the story in our minds or trying to paint any one person as the bad guy or gal. Okay, it's just a difference in emotional IQs, differences in maturity. And there you go, towards the sun, happiness. Right here. Beautiful. Okay. You're like, I'm not holding my happiness back one more second. I'm not doing all the work alone one more damn minute. Can't lie, guys. This is feeling pretty heavy here. In the recent past, there is a King of Cups energy. That's you coming into your own energetic balance of head and heart. The heart, I mean, the heart of the reading is the World card. We used this as a clarifying deck last night, and we've got ending, and now the whole heart of the reading is about successful completion of a cycle. We are retrograding back through the lessons of Uranus and Taurus, and this is about our own peacock parading the lawn. This is about making our own life expression, what we want to see as our complete life expression in the best and possible way that it can be. Okay. And whatever this was, just know you tried your best here. This was not it. Recently here, your head and heart decided to take this new leap of faith, and fueling the world energy is the 180 of this. I see this now, this ending now from a whole new perspective. I'm not angry now. I can look back on it and say, I understand that our souls agreed to learn this lesson with each other. Near future energy, there's some old fears trying to come back. This could be the pattern that is about to end, or that you're trying to end here, the climax of the story. We always have the antagonist coming back to try to puppeteer the antagonist, right? There's always going to be a wrench thrown in the works, but let's see what that may be. I'm balanced. I promise now I'm going to give equally. You don't have to do all the work alone. We're partners. Let's see. What is the block here? The block is 7 of Pentacles. This seed has been planted for a long time. Again, your souls agreed to go through the hardships of this together. Okay. There is love here buried at the bottom, and it started as love and has grown. In the blocked position, that tree never came up. It never bared fruit. Okay. The block position for the bottom card here, yeah, the emotional lunatic. So we saw the energy of the Hanged Man on the Hanged Man day. Today's energy is the Emperor, and also the Death and Transformation card here as the situation. This is definitely something that has reached its final peak. And it's like, here comes this pattern again saying, but are you sure? And you are coming in here as this moon energy. You know that there are other possibilities. I feel like the fear is dissipating. But of course, when a Knight of Swords, especially in reverse, we saw that in the heart of the reading, the slow down, speed up. It can be an emotional lunatic being very unkind with their words if they don't get their way. And again, this was something that did start in love. So please hear that. The intentions were there. Okay. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. I always tend to be about a day ahead of the energy. This is the 7 of Cups I wrote about in my blog today. Again, attached in the description box if you're watching later, or at the top of the chat here in the live. So tomorrow we enter the 3rd decan of Scorpio, which is the 7 of Cups energy. And I wrote tips and tricks on how to know whether or not you are in the light or the shadow of the 7 of Cups. And this encourages us to see the adjacent possibilities. This encourages us to have wishful thinking. This encourages us to knock it out of the park. And if this were possible and you had a magic wand, what is the best case scenario? What is the outcome that you would want to see? Okay. Man, there's Miss Kaylee. Okay, well, let's see what's fueling that 7 of Cups here. What Spirit wants you to know. Yeah. Okay, stay in your King of Cups energy. Stay balanced in your heart and head. You already know where it is that you're going. You just been holding back on actually doing this new leap of faith. Okay. We've been holding back. This situation is ding dong done. And look at, she's entering the portal. Today's the 1111 portal. This is what I'm reading about today. And we've also got this as a backup, adjacent possibilities, especially in regards to perhaps love, because 24 is a 6 energy of the Lovers. Okay. And 43 with this King of Pentacles energy is a 7. And we've got 7 of Pentacles as far as what Spirit wants you to know. What is your dream? What is it what is it that you value? Okay, Mercury retrograde, and I already can't talk. Okay. Please forgive. You've met me. All right. My head gets going faster than my mouth can sometimes. My mother would probably disagree. Probably was a Knight of Swords in reverse a time or two in my teen years. Okay. Outcome energy. As I'm talking about, this could be Lover's energy here. Here's the 6 of Cups, which is our minor arcana Lovers for me, how I read. And this is definitely someone that you have a deep soul bond with. You shared many a memory with this person here. Okay, I don't know yet if this is an adjacent possibility person coming back around, but it does feel like a test here of this fear, someone testing your resolve to successfully finish this cycle out, because they're saying, but we're partners. This is what we agreed to do here. And notice that he's holding the stick, okay? And in one hand, there's 5 pentacles, and in this hand, he's only holding 1. We see the person taking the offer. We don't know which end of the stick that they're getting. Are you getting the 1 pentacle just because it's dressed up fancy? It's still only 1 pentacle versus 5. That's not even Stevens. So it's like a fear. It could be a fear tactic. So I would say, again, stay focused on what it is that brings you joy. Your values are shifting. This change here is coming back around in retrograde to test what it is that we value. Okay. Are you sure? Do you value your own balance here? And this new leap of faith, okay, and the spiritual insight that the Hanged Man in this pause has given you, but you see this ending from a whole new perspective. You're not seeing it as the end of the world, you're seeing it as the end of this lesson, the end of this cycle. And personally, I think that's good news. And here's the 6 of Cups here. Yeah, this is the outcome energy of this ending. You are bidding adieu because you know that with Uranus in retrograde, if you did not embrace the change the first time around, this would have been in May, June of this prior year, which was literally the worst point of my entire 53 years to date. So I'm not a big fan of this Uranus retrograde here, going back in Taurus energy. But if you don't do this, okay, with this person that you have shared many a memory with, this is Uranus bringing that shock and bringing the tower down for us. And I talk all the time. You guys probably feel the same way. You have to let me know. I would rather make the change than be forced to. Being forced to, and the shock and the suddenness and just your life being altered, that's never the way. That is never the fun way to go. So if you have an inkling, I don't feel like I'm not telling you anything you don't know here. Okay. This is not new news. If this reading is for you, you've already decided it took you a hot minute though to get to this place of head agreeing with the heart or the heart agreeing with the head. Maybe logically, for example, it didn't make financial sense. Maybe heart-wise, you're looking at all the memories that you have shared with this person, and your heart is breaking over that, but you still can't deny the data that has been collected here. You are here going to be tested in the near future. They are going to try to say, here, how about this? Read the fine print. Which end of the stick would you be getting? I feel like you know that answer, especially with that Mars energy there. Okay, Tower, sudden. Okay, if this hasn't been a Bruin, again, this is for somebody who has planted a seed with good intentions of planting this love tree, but in a block position, this tree is just no longer bearing fruit, guys. And that's why all these adjacent possibilities here, what Spirit wants you to know, dare to dream big. There's so much more than what you've experienced here. And this lesson, not only is it ending as we step into this new portal of energy on 11/11, the lesson's been learned. It's been over for a hot minute. And even to see the World card and the Fool here in the same spread, even in yin and yang energy, you're putting there's your action here. We're out of here. Chariot is fueling all of these new beginnings, and it's pretty fast. It's like once you drop that decision bomb, all systems on go. Okay, there could be a bit of role reversal here to consider with the Chariot energy, just because these seahorses switch roles. Okay, you might be going from worker to boss or boss to worker, or changing jobs completely, changing career or fields completely, but it's definitely something that was built with the intention of love. So I do feel it's a love reading, but please take consideration that not everybody is in a one-to-one commitment at this time regarding relationship. It could be totally any other relationship that has been built on love. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more. What's this Six of Cups? There's our justice energy, our double justice of today. Eight of Pentacles. So I like that there's progression here with all these new opportunities. Here we have the Magician energy cooking them up in a pot. And it's like, instead of being scared about the possibilities and the unknown, you're being the chef here, chef's kiss. Let's see what's driving that justice energy. Three of Wands. Last night's energy. I'm manifesting from a balanced place. Now I know the lesson of that. I know what happens when I manifest from a place of imbalance, or meaning I overgive, or I've been the one carrying this three-legged race, drawing that partner or dragging that partner across the racetrack of life and just still not getting what you want. Page of Cups energy. And we had that come up as what Spirit wants you to know. And we had the page trying to apologize to the Pope. So it was like an I'm sorry is not going to cut it at this point, especially because you're already heading towards this adjacent possibility, guys. This could mean here this reason for, like, I got to get good, I got to be the cook here, and I got to do it fast. I've got to learn very quickly how to move. There's our double 77. The puzzle piece here of that 14 of that Saggy energy is you are the cook. You get to decide what future this is. You get to decide what possibilities are driven by your own love. You're picking the ingredients, and you might be taking a child along with you. Okay. And that's why you have to step into this lead role here so quickly. You don't have time to dilly dally. You don't have time to boo hoo. And you are just, I got to show leadership. What choice do I have here, Ange? Doesn't mean it's not hard, guys. Let me see here. Knight of Wands. Okay. That's fueling the Tower. I don't think you're making that from a position of impetuousness yourself. No way. There's the Empress energy regarding that Six of Cups, and look at that. Look at the little nest on top of her hat. So I feel like there's other people involved here that you're responsible for, at least one person. And it doesn't mean they have to be an actual child. Keep in mind that might be someone that you are caring for. Okay. Wow. I'm going to try to scooch these over a little bit here for you guys. So the Knight of Wands is fueling the Empress. As soon as you walk into a different door, not only are all these possibilities that you manifested here, the ones that seemed scary, you're owning it. It no longer seems scary, and that could mean a new possibility in love as well. This person could have a child or be a caretaker for someone else. All right, I'll get that Knight of Wands coming out with that Tower. Kind of does feel like it. Once you made the decision here, it does happen fast. Maybe you've already organized a new job and you're not giving a 2 weeks notice. Maybe I've already found another place to stay. I want to keep going here. I can't help myself. The Hierophant mixed with Justice. Again, like last night's energy, it feels like a committed partnership here. Nine of Pentacles, again, with the Sun flying off towards your own joy. Lesson learned about what happens when we overgive and we don't focus on our own peace and our own happiness. Okay, that is not the best and highest good for you. And yeah, I was kind of feeling that down here. I didn't want to say without other cards to confirm. There's a Two of Cups, a new balance, a new offer of someone that matches your energy. And it is an Ace of Pentacles. That is my favorite pairing with a Two of Cups. This is a tangible result. So if you're afraid to be alone, for example, it's not always going to be that way. You focusing on you and getting out and finally having the courage to leave behind what no longer bared fruit. That's just it's just physics, guys. It's not personal. When you are balanced, someone comes in and says, "Oh, I like that too. I want that too." Balances just come in, and there's stars and hearts falling from the sky here of this pentacle. When you are balanced, we don't chase pentacles. You don't have to. Wow. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with you guys. And again, today's Sabian symbol, a woman drawing two dark curtains aside. Deepening of your faith. This is not breaking you. This is deepening your faith. Man, wow, it's beautiful. Miss Marcia, hello, hello. And yay, my baby sister is here, Miss Abby. We used to call her Abercrombie. Thank you for being here, guys. Appreciate you. This lesson is definitely one of the harder ways to learn to put ourselves first. But some of us are just stubborn like that, and that's all there is to it. We like to know for sure, forever, ever, for sure. Wow. Okay, let me see here. Let's get some advice for us. I don't feel like you need it at this point. I mean, you already done have your mind made up. I'm going to get advice for us here because Spirit wants us to know that with this ending, this is a successful completion. Focus on The light of the Seven of Cups, not confusion. It's the ending of the Seven of Pentacles in shadow, which is going to be a disjointed or a disagreement between our head and our heart, emotional fragmentation, right? The light side, and she has this beautiful light behind her, is that Spirit wants us to see the endless possibilities. Okay. What is your knock it out of the park dream? You getting it. You're moving towards it at a faster rate than you ever have before. And you might be like, what took me so long? But guess what? It takes us what it takes. Okay. And there's our tens and fives again coming back. A 10 and a 5. That would be our 555 we talked about last night. I forget who said it in the comments, but I made a reference to that in the reading, and I believe it was in my notes as well. Okay, definitely the ending of something here. All right, let's look at what these possibilities might be for you. Wow. Okay. I also want to clarify, I feel like you'll know this reading is for you because you've come to this place of resolution. And while you may not have voiced it as of yet, just know that that pattern is going to come and say, all right, after school special, it'll make you feel good. You have to be old like me to remember after school specials. Oh my gosh, AD, it's almost. I think we're at 4114, and look at that, another 55 of change. Wheel of Fortune, right there. I was trying to look at this Seven of Cups here, and Seven of Cups in its light aspect is about all the different options and all the different perceptions we can have about this. You are changing your perception and looking not at this as a failure or, oh God, what is everybody going to think? Okay. The perception is, I'm ready to go beyond this illusion of what I have had. The double sixes of the cosmic lovers, the semi-sextile, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. Again, that's about allowing. It's about seeing the potential in things. And we're changing our perception. We're not seeing this as time lost. We're not blaming. And look, there's the spider. Well, Little Miss Muffet energy there. You are weaving a new web here. You just been keeping it on the down low. It's been on a who needs to know basis, but beyond illusion, we can change our perception here. And I love that this all coordinates together here, especially with our 24 of the adjacent possibilities also being a 6. I'm going to read you guys that one. They are brief because I feel like it's important here. That change your perception. In this slate suit is all about powerful life lessons that accelerate our ascension. So the powerful life lesson here is to change our perception, moving beyond our limitations and viewing our journey through the lens of our heart. Can't make it up. Our thoughts and feelings and beliefs send signals into the universe in relation to the frequency of our emotional state. It's just physics, okay? It's not personal. No one's out to get us. We just got to balance ourselves. Through changing our perception, we can bypass challenging situations. This accelerates our ascension because everything starts to match the vibration of your own higher frequency. Shifting our focus beyond the illusion of perceived obstacles releases unnecessary struggles, making it easier to let go of old stories, past programming, or belief systems that belong to others. We're no longer holding on to this. Okay. You're a new spider, weaving a new web, and we're flying into that 1111 portal here with vigor, with excitement. Okay. You are going to be tested and you're going to be like in such a good mood. And then you're like, oh, you again, or this situation again. But through this new lens, you're going to be able to see it differently. And I don't think you're going to get suckered back in because you've got new energy showing up here. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. When we face our fears with a positive perception, it attracts our greater good, which is helping us create a new reality in this higher state of being. This card serves as a reminder that when we are in alignment with our infinite potential, it brings balance to the finite thoughts that have pulled us out of neutrality with our own source energy. As our soul expands and our perspective elevates, it creates an opportunity for us to discover more and more about ourselves. Okay. And then the next step on this path or major life lessons is about the 77 energy, which is coming in tomorrow with that cosmic lovers in the sky, which is about time to forgive and healing abandonment wounds. Okay. I feel like you're already in that state of mind. And if the other person is still angry, then you have this ability to stay here in your pineal gland. I've never noticed this before. This card gets pulled all the time. And I've never noticed that that was a third eye there. Okay, which would be happening on the 6th chakra day. That's 2 days from now. So Thursday energy on the 13th could maybe be when we are putting the stamp on exiting this, which is why it's still in the moon as of right now. Okay, let's see what's on the yang energy here. Wow. Breaking through. Processing the karmic debris of this lesson. Okay, your souls decided this was not a fun lesson. It does not look like, or you wouldn't be ending it, or it wouldn't have taken so long for it to come to this conclusion. There's a lot to process here. You guys agreed to learn this. So try to have that forgiveness in mind. Try to stay in the lens of love, no matter how much fear this puppeteer tries to present, no matter how much fear is in his box of tricks here. Okay. It's going to attempt to pull you back into the pattern, because fear says we're not blank enough. You're not in a position to do this yet. This can't be yours. You can't have nice things. Fill in whatever, negative mindsets that fear puts in place to keep us still, to keep us in place, not in a place of enlightenment of the hanged man energy, just staying to be stuck because we're too afraid to get out of the tree. Okay. If you had any doubt that you're going to be able to do it this time, that's not what I'm seeing here in this reading. Like, I'm kind of shook here, guys. How long have I been talking about the dark days being over? Just wow. Okay, let me run through my all signs here. You guys go ahead and put your questions in the comments. This reading is for you. I'm sharing my love with you tonight by pulling you free subscriber card pulls. So, man, wow. All right, here. Let's look at potential blocks to be aware of for each sign. And then I did want to ask, let me see if anybody, oh, you think I'm mesmerizing when I read? Oh, I sure definitely get in the zone there, don't I? Wow, time does not exist for me when I'm reading for you guys. It feels like mere minutes. So I feel like whatever mystery is being unveiled here, it's already been revealed. We're at the climax of the story, and now we're moving into the resolution. So I was wanting to know if we should ask, what should we trust as we move forward, that all will be well, or what block threatens our trust, perhaps, that all will be well, or what wisdom has been gained from your experience that you can then share in the community. I don't feel like those are the right cards. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use my cosmic insights here. And how about for each sign, I give you some frame of reference just for so you can look for details to confirm that this reading is for you. And if you want to confirm who this other person is, I definitely feel like there's either a childlike energy or simply this is something that you are big responsible for, something or someone you are big responsible for. But peace is coming. I hope you find what you are looking for. When you can wish each other the best through all that pain, that's winning. The lesson is done. All right, let's go here through. Actually, I'll do our cosmic insights because this is the reading we're doing today here for our Scorpio sun and our 1111 portal. How about cosmic insights if this reading is for you today? I'm sorry. You ain't alone here. You have help, you have the nudges. And guess what? The door to this adjacent possibility is not going to slam in your face. You just have to trust your gut here. It's your third chakra. It's right in between your rib cage. That Please trust that. That will tell you. You'll know right away. You guys are perceptive as F. You know what you're doing here. Okay? You know what you're doing. And you're not alone. You have help. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. Well, you've already done that. When that devil comes back, it's going to threaten to push you back into old synapses of the brain, old conversations, old fights. And you have to focus on, I got to get going here. I stayed a little too long at the party, and maybe I feel like I'm behind time a little bit here on this, but you're not. Okay, the important part is, I like when Marcia said, nothing is lost, no matter how bad something is. It's never for naught. Okay, there always is something that can be gained from that. Okay. All right, let's get some details here for Scorpio all the way back through Libra. Scorpio through Libra, and you guys go ahead and put your questions in. And if someone can help me out and put the order of people's names, that way I know where I'm looking for their question. I know whose name I'm looking for, and it'll give me a chance to pull out my Farzia Wazies. Okay. Scorpio, any details for Scorpio? Any kind of confirmation that they need right now? Confirmation. Okay. roots of success. Secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. Boy, what a perfect confirmation for this reading here today. And surrounding you, fantasy land there, that can be the shadow of the Seven of Cups. So make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. Okay, Scorpios, if this reading is for you, no matter when you're hearing it, then that would be advice for this reading. Okay, Sagittarius. What we got for Sagittarius here? We have ride the current, Sag. Ride the current. Embrace the change, flow with the rhythm, and release resistance. Answers unfold in the dance of transition. You're going to figure it out as you go. Okay. And on the bottom, in your environment, take great care, nurture yourself, prioritize well being, and tread gently on your journey ahead. This is all through Sag season, guys. And look, I always use orange for Sagittarius in my notes, and that's the puzzle piece there. Self-care. Just follow your joy. That's it. You will know. You can figure it out as you go. You don't have to have everything figured out, guys. Okay. When something comes as a surprise, you certainly don't have crap figured out, and you'd rather be in a position of just movement, just get going. Okay. Capricorn, give me some details for Capricorn that will help confirm this is their journey that they are on. Details for Capricorn. And I did reference that Uranus in retrograde, that same lesson about embellishing our own life experiences and what we want. We are making them beautiful. Go back to your journals in May, June. I wasn't writing much then. Again, it was the worst time in my life. So the fact that this came out for me here for this reading was confirmation that I was on the right track for you guys. Okay. Capricorn, inner vision. Cut through the fog of confusion with your power of discernment. Capricorn, very, very discerning there. And then on the bottom, or in your environmental energy, river of release. Drift along the river of release where waters carry away burdens, guiding you towards renewal. Go with the flow. Okay, we still got that major weepy water trying in the sky. All right, Aquarius, details for you. Capricorn, I would check out your Chiron placement, because whenever I see an eye that can point to a wound that you're healing this lifetime, which Chiron in your chart will show you what that wound is regarding. Okay, Aquarius. Details for you, or sideways here so that I go counterclockwise. Beautiful. Cavern of secrets. So this is literally Pluto's transformation energy, could be for us all, especially because I said the portal door under the iceberg. The portal door under the iceberg. This is what's transforming now. The cavern of secrets, what's being the mystery that's being unveiled. And there's our Saggy puzzle piece again, important parts. Embrace each element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. It's the resolution point after the climax of the hero's journey. Before we get to, or the falling action before we get to the resolution. Okay. Let's look at Pisces. Pisces energy. Whew, guys, this was a lot. Wow. Mm, mm, mm. Pisces, what's a detail for Pisces here? And again, these can be each keys to the energies and where they sit, what life area they sit in for our own charts. Pisces. Come on, Pisces. You hemming and hawing here. Didn't we get that? Was that Pisces last night? It was taken forever just for a single card to come out. I can't recall. Okay. Oh, there's the flipper. Got to make me look for it. Okay. Unity blooms. Foster harmony and connection within your community. Okay. That's part of the water trine energy that I talked about with Jupiter going retrograde in Cancer. Okay. And that's about recalibrating ourselves, recalibrating our energy right now. And on the bottom of the deck, if a balloon, I put balloons on my notes today for Miss Monica. This says, on your way. It's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. So Pisces, if this is your reading, there's your extra confirmation. Okay, let's look at Aries, top of the sky chart, 9 o'clock position. Well, we missed you, AD. We missed you. Glad to have you here. Okay, come on. There we go, Aries. All right, Aries. Not my favorite cards. If you're dealing with some clowns here, seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within your own self. Chiron the healer that I was talking about over here is in the sign of Four of Wands, the lead card pulled last night. And that is about allowing higher forces to shape our lives, the Jesus take the wheel energy. Okay. Find harmony within yourself here, Aries. Especially, man, that combination. You might be going through it, or if this person's an Aries and you're like, yup. Okay. Or this is in your work, if it's in your 10th house, or the way that you earn money in your second house. Apply this there. Step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. Okay, so heed that. Check out my notes today about the shadow and the light elements, both for 7 of Cups, because that's how we're going to finish out Scorpio season. Taurus. Been showing up a lot with that Uranus retrograde. So keep in mind, this may be advice from Spirit here regarding how to handle this change, especially if we hadn't made it in May or June. It will be coming back around now again to represent itself. Okay. Soul whispers. It'd be coming back around anyway. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. That near future energy of, look, I'm balanced, and tempting us into the pattern again. Look at the data that you've collected, not the words that they are saying now. You saw, you don't even know what end of the stick you're getting. You don't know if it's 1 pentacle or 5. Okay, read the fine print on that. Make sure you know. The sky, make sure you know. Sky of clarity. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity where insights are as infinite as the azure expanses. Tomorrow is a blue day. Keep in mind, throat chakra. Could be delivering the news using your voice, especially if it's felt stifled. All right, Gemini. Gemini. What I know we have, there's not a lot in Gemini. I was trying to remember what was opposing Sag there. Let me look at my motherboard. 22 Gemini right now, and that is just the little asteroid like Psyche, who is Cupid's Page of Swords to Cupid's Knight of Swords. All right, Gemini, sorrow heals. In the shadow of heartache, growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you, as brighter days beckon just ahead. Okay, and next, embrace spontaneity, fast progress, and secrets emerge here. So Psyche is all about awakening. They are the lovers in the love tarot deck that I have. They are the sun card together, and it's called the awakening. And our opportunity here is for the sun. So I feel like that asteroid is relevant here. Okay, let's see on the bottom, the vortex of creativity. Spiral into your creative vortex, unleashing imaginative powers to manifest your dreams into reality. Get ready to toss your biggest dream out there. If you could knock it out of the park and you knew you weren't going to fail, the feeling of having it, okay, even if it's just focusing on the feeling of independence. I feel safe on my own. I do not need to rely or fear what another will or will not do, because I can rely and trust on myself, rely on and trust myself. All right, Cancer. Cancer babies. I think it's, isn't it Baddison that says, how's my Krabby Patties? She calls Cancer Krabby Patties. I love it. We be that way sometimes. Okay. Cancer's frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, wherein the calm of icy pause is a reflective clarity that can be found. Okay. Underneath the iceberg. Oh, there's a second one here. A shield of resistance. Employ your shield of resistance and guard against external pressures. It'll make you feel good while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. Definitely gonna take some strength there. It ain't easy being cheesy, right? Okay, in our wise words of the Cheeto leopard. Okay, and plan wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. You're stepping into the new game, the new Two of Cups that you step into the next period here. We playing chess, not checkers. Okay. No, you will not move forward with anybody if you get a hint that they're plopping their ass down on the racetrack of life, trying to make you do all the work. That's what's being healed within you. All right, Leo. Leo here, give me some details for Leo moving forward regarding this mystery that's being unveiled. Leo. We still have the asteroid Apollo there. And that's a large camel crossing the desert, finding your own empowerment. And we just got out of sunshine just after a storm. Okay, Leo, fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Okay, and in your environmental energy, you're on the right track. Be thankful for what you do have and not focusing on what we don't, because then we just get more of what we don't want. You're in the right direction, so just keep moving forward. Just keep swimming, Leo. All right, Virgo, give me some details about this mystery being unveiled, moving forward. Okay. Higher wisdom, explore options. Well, you saw adjacent possibilities. Okay. Learn what you can and expand your horizons. This reminds me of the Three of Wands in the Mermaid deck, if that's relevant for anyone. That would also be Aries energy. That would be the second deacon of Aries energy, Three of Wands. How we manifest is very different than how we used to. Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, Virgo, for you know the whole truth. Again, your solar plexus, your joy, what brings your heart joy. You know what does and what doesn't. And last but not least, for Libra. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. And even if it isn't for us, keep in mind that we can call on the wisdom of all our fellow learning lovers here in our tribe, because this could be an energetic lesson that one of you guys has already been through. Maybe you've been through it a few times. It can also be a heads up about how to handle it moving forward if you get into, if you hit this timeline at some point in the future. All right, Libra, seed of potential. Okay, seed of potential. Plant the seed and nurture its sprouting promise with care and attention, intention. Well, guess what happens, guys, when even when we sprout or even when we plant from an intention and a place of love, is if there's no sprouts coming up, we don't just sit out with a lawn chair staring at it going, is it here yet? Is it here yet? It's been how many seasons here since we've had no sprouts. So this is about kind of letting sleeping dogs lie there and use the data. Okay, use what works. Look at your evidence here, not what you just wish would happen. This also says getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements, one step at a time. Crossing energy, you're protected here. We do have double justice and the double empress energy of today. So happy she showed up in our outcome here. Find solace in the safety of knowing you are sheltered and guided through life's tempests toward tranquil shores. Okay. Whoa, I'm ready to pull for you guys. Just wow. Okay. If someone, let me see if anybody was able to, there you go. Thank you, Miss Pang. That veil is really thin right now, guys. Absolutely. So for readings, Kathy, Marcia, Diana, Jennifer, and Judy. Wonderful. And let me see here if Kath has a question or if it's just a general. Well, thank you, Miss Kathy. I thought it was a great reading too. I hope that resonates for some of you guys. So in general, if you don't have a specific question in there, I'm going to ask, what should you trust that all will be well? And we'll see what the context is between the cards. And maybe it's already coming out and showing as wisdom that you would share with others. All right. Feel free, that order that I just said, feel free to type into the bottom. Actually, let me just jot that down real fast because I'm old. And you know my memories ain't there. Marty and Jude. Okay. Now I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom. So feel free to re-enter your question. Absolutely, AD. My email is in the description box. If you click on my home page, or not, yes, it is in the description box. It's on the home page. All right, Miss Kath, you are up first here. Let me just clear the energy on my table here. Wow. What a reading, guys. Man, I was a little emotional. You got me in the gullet on that one, I have to admit. Okay. Well, if I wasn't a deep feeler, I wouldn't be able to show you the emotions I feel. You know, if I feel pissed, you see it. If I feel angry, you see it. It comes out in the cards, and it comes out in my body. If you could see me right now, you'd see that I'm bright red. So when I'm channeling and in the zone, it'd be that way. All right, Miss Kathy. Okay. Is Kathy here? What should you trust that all will be well? I'm going to get some context here, and then I'm going to pull from just a regular old deck to get a three cards and a bottom card. How about that? All right, give me the context. What should Kathy trust? All will be well. Money, honey. Okay, you're dropping some kind of baggage though here, and this could even be birthday energy. The first time I saw this deck, I thought it looked like Frosty the Snowman with a top hat, and he's saying happy birthday. I think I even had a top hat on one of the shorts from last night. Okay. 422, in essence, of 44 or an 8 of balance here. By you got your bags packed on something. I don't know if you're saving up for an actual trip here, but what should you trust that all will be well? Definitely your finances and your life's journey here. And when you're in that balanced state, here you go. Man holding a heart, that King of Cups energy. Okay, when you feel good, that's what vibrates outward. All righty. And let's look at what wisdom is going to be gained from trusting that your finances are going to be okay here, and that in your journey that you're going to be when you leave something behind from your past, that this new energy comes in forward for you. You got a Fabio. I don't know if you're into long hair. Maybe you is. He looks like Fabio to me. Maybe he's a model. All right. So the wisdom that you are sharing about this, perhaps about um, shoring up your own financial prosperity and being willing here to go towards your journey and leave what you need to behind in order to welcome love. You got this. The advice is like, take the rest when you can. This is not easy to be a one woman show here. Okay. It's not easy securing that, but it doesn't mean that it's not doable. All right. And boy, oh boy. And we've got center, left, right, 9 of cups, wishes granted here. And the 2 of cups. It's resonating from the reading. So why are we needing this 4 of swords, flowing attraction? All right. Is there something you're not telling us here? Why is Kathy tired, everybody? Oh boy. Okay. Well, when you replenish yourself and you raise your vibration and you're attractive to not only to yourself, you're attractive to others. This 8 of balance is what brings in this energetic heart holding here. And we've got 9 of cups bookending a 2 of cups, and this earned rest is fueled by the Knight of Cups, my Brad Pitt card here. So, what wisdom you're sharing is that when you take care of yourself, the rest takes care of you. But it does require you leave some kind of baggage behind, because where you're going, you cannot take this something from your past with you. All right, Miss Kath. I hope that helps. Boy, that's the best I've seen in a while. I'll take them apples. All right, Miss Marcia would be up next. Let me just double check and see if I see a question here. Well, hello, Trish Taylor. I didn't see you come in. I get in the zone there. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. You just asked to work an extra hour starting in February just so you can start shoring up that bank account. Guys, again, put in your questions at the bottom if you have a specific one, or else I will just use the same question that I presented like for Kathy's. Okay. Ms. Marcia, you up next. I've got the order here so far as Kathy, Marcia, Miss Diane, and let's see, Jennifer and Judy Jude. All right. Just hanging out with my homies here tonight. Okay, and I'll scroll to the bottom to just double check and make sure there's no additional questions. Okay. You're so welcome, Miss Kath. How you like them apples? Woo! Well, maybe by working that extra hour, that gives you less time to worry about ish, right? Okay, add Josie and Trish Taylor to the list, 100%. One of my good girlfriends is named Shrishti, and I call her Shrish the Dish. So, and that originated from a girlfriend and that I used to work with when I was very young. Her name was Trish. So she was Trish the Dish. And I haven't met one since Shrish the Dish. So welcome, Miss Shrish. Say that 5 times fast, guys. All right, Miss Marcia, what is the context? Ooh, there's Mr. Brett. Thank you for being here. I will add you to the list. No way. What are the odds? Okay, I'm gonna pull a second here. Ooh, all right. I would check where that fortune and fate is sitting for you. Where's Fortuna sitting in your chart here, Marcia? Um, yeah. Okay, center, left, right. So in the reading, there was definitely something in that reading for you there. Being fueled, you can't make this up. The garden and the gate. You've got the key around your neck. Um, you're ready. You're ready. You're ready to go. I don't know where you're going, but you're ready. You're ready for that abundance, double bookending abundance. I mean, abundance, abundance, abundance. Dang. Okay. All right. So that's what you should trust, that all will be well. Definitely, your money's fine, honey. What wisdom has been gained for you that you may learn from this experience that you could possibly share with others? What wisdom have you gained here? Might want to check out angel number 267. Could be a birthday, someone February 7th, in a 7 year. They maybe were a life path 7. All right. What wisdom has been gained from this experience? 3 and 2. Okay, we got our volunteer here. Okay, we got a reverse tower here. I said, I don't know where you're going, but it says needed transition is the reverse energy of a reverse tower here in this deck. Needed transition. All right, lifting anguish. Okay, so that 10 of swords is turning into the ace of swords here. And then we've got this temperance energy that's patient balance. So I would say don't try to rush through your pain here of anything that, especially if it's a fear that you're trying to conquer, because I'm seeing here that that's definitely what you should be trusting is your own ability to create abundance. And any kind of negative thoughts are then going to be the only thing that would risk this here and throw you back to imbalance. This is a needed move. So if you're second guessing yourself here, that's what could throw you off, right? Don't second guess it. Just, I feel like you're just going. Okay. Don't even think about it. Yeah. Exhausted endurance. Have you been the only person in a 3-legged race of life and dragging something with you here? Okay. So even you're like, oh, but I can do it. Right. Even though there's an impediment here, even though, I have some help here, or I've been having to carry a lot. I don't have the same ability with this load that I could on my own accord, but maybe it was just a matter of, but I got to do it. Okay. But you're definitely tired here. This is for me saying spirits like enough is enough. needed transition. You good. Your abundance is not in question here. And if we keep second guessing this here, it's only going to serve to throw you off balance. But we got Four of Pentacles in reverse too underneath that. So even though you're tired, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So you're letting it go. You're no longer gripping something. Okay. Okay, Miss Marsh. So the wisdom is you can have everything, but if we're in our head about it, right, that's what can then throw us off. So even our thoughts, it's such a true thing, guys. Our thoughts manifest very, very quickly, especially in Scorpio season. Man. Okay, dokie. Next up, we got Miss Diana. Okie dokie. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you, Best Pag. Okay. Yes. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. You can double tap your screen if you're watching on your phone. Miss Diana, what should you trust that all will be well? Okay. Well, that was decisive. All right. We've got 4 coming out here. I'll do my best. All right. Community all around you. You've got support. We talked about that in the reading. And we've got the thinking woman here, number 47. So Queen of Swords energy. There's some kind of transformation that you get by with little help from your friends and making here. And if you thought that happy family, right? For example, this is the family that you make. It is possible to have happiness within family here, but it's what you are making of it. It's the community that you build. It's the family that you choose. And then we've got this 53 or 8 energy, the magician and the mirror. Guys, a lot of us on this path are mirrors for others, especially if your 12th house is stacked up. That's definitely a sign that you are a mirror for others here. Bottom of the deck, Mo Money coming back again. All right. So let's look at what have you learned here? What's the moral of this story? What is the moral of this story? What wisdom has been gained that you could possibly share with others? What wisdom? You can see the gained wisdom here from some kind of transformation. Well, there we go. Center, left, right. All righty here. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is the whole point of this book ending energy here. That's an 11. This is an 11. This is 8, your own balance, what you choose to create. Okay. Your wishes are granted here. What you've let go of as far as a 10 of Cups energy. This is a 10 of Cups energetic card. And we've got holding back on making a decision, possibly because of this 10 of Cups that we've let go of in the past. But remember that family is what you create. It's yours to create. It's the people that you get to decide that are in your sphere of influence. Let's see what's driving this here. Okay. Wishes granted here. We have a King of Pentacles. So that's that Uranus in reverse, Uranus in retrograde here, coming back to tempt you again, try to put you on a tightrope. And for some reason, it confuses you. I don't know if they're whispering sweet nothings or the promise sounds pretty damn good. But what this is reminding me here is stay with what you're doing. You're good with your own dang self, with who you are surrounding yourself by. And if this door tries to open again from you that was closed here, there's that green heart chakra. Remember how emotionally incomplete this felt, right? There's no reason to open that door back up. It's just a temptation to repeat a pattern and throw you out of balance again. So I feel like the moral of the story is, again, trust in your own heart, your own dreams. And where's Kaylee? Because I always mess up that Cinderella quote. Is it a dream is a wish your heart makes? Okay, keep your heart in this. You already know how that story ended there. And even if they're trying to wave some money at you or wave comfort at you, I don't know why that's coming in, but be happy just in your independence and in your own solitude and in your sovereignty, because you're the magician. There's that figure 8 energy again. Any of these cards too, keep in mind, you can just Google the card number or the card name and follow it with Energy Oracle, and those fuller meanings will come up for you there. All right, Miss Diana, I think you should trust all that should be well within your own sense of self and what you are capable of doing solo. All right. I feel like they're playing on, someone might be trying to play on your vulnerabilities here. And I don't know where that will be coming from because this is outside of you, right? Then we end up doing something that we might regret or reopening a can of worms of some sort. I feel like any door that you've closed, Diana, here. Yeah. And I just opened up on the split and it was, where'd it go? I open up on the heartbreak, it's just going to reactivate a cycle. Leave the doors closed that already done been closed, girl, would be the wisdom I think that you are probably even sharing with others here. The moral of the story. When a door is closed, keep it shut. I don't know if that resonates with you at all. I get what I get, and I try not to throw a fit. Okay. We have got Miss Jennifer is up next. Okay, on the split there, appreciation, finding appreciation from learning about our fears, 15 devil energy. The sword of truth is both sided, but we appreciate finally having the truth of some sort. And yes, roses are beautiful, but they can also cut a biatch. So we got to be careful. Okay, there's some kind of soul contract here if this is not a work issue for you. And what should we trust that all will be well? Yes, you will find a caring connection. Okay. If we get stuck in our head about it, there might still be a contract that we have to finish out to prove that we've learned the lesson. Okay. I usually get that energy. Something still has to come to a complete balance to show that, yes, I've either learned that lesson and I proved it when they came back around and dangled the carrot or what else they've dangled, whatever else they might dangle. You trust your own self and you have a boundary to say yes or no, whether that's going to work for you. It definitely is a cause for the pause here, though. Maybe what they're dangling is pretty hard to resist. Let me see if I can get any more here for you. You should trust that love is coming. And again, that does require balancing out an old contract. That could be a lesson that you learn about your own competency and independence. Let's see. What wisdom has been learned? I think I want to know more about this environmental energy because there's a puzzle piece. Okay, here. Okay, acquiring expertise, a puzzle piece here. You're getting better and better at recognizing what is either a wrapped up cycle or what would put you back in another cycle. You're getting better at finishing out contracts and not holding on to them. You know how to close them. Let's see what else we got here, left and right. There's a Two of Cups contract. Yeah, this is definitely a soul tie here. And Queen of Wands, confident ambition. Okay. And notice that I just slid that. We can't let the fear, right? What should we trust that all will be well in? Yes, you will have a caring connection, but if there's something tying you up here from an old contract of a Two of Cups that maybe affected your confidence, that would be the lesson to learn. Gleeful celebration here about this expertise. Maybe you feel like you have finished the contract. Is this a contract that is about, it looks like it is, Jennifer, with the Two of Cups here. If you, especially in tying to that reading that we just did, if and when the near future, that pattern threatens to represent itself and you say no, that's when we saw the Two of Cups come in. Okay, because you're not fooled if it's something that is not balanced. This is you going, even blindfolded, I can tell what balance is. I learned that lesson here. Six of Cups was just on the bottom of the deck. Anything else here to help with this past contract? Is it balanced out here? Give me more on this past contract. I feel like this is a reference to the reading, honey. I feel like it's going, whatever presents itself to you and says, hey, look, I'm better. Read the fine print. Trust your gut there. Use collected data. Past predicts future. I feel like when they come in again, if this contract presents itself, especially one that has repeated, that's how fast this caring connection comes in. Anything else? I don't know if they'll give me anything else. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Needed change. When it comes in to present itself, you're like, nope, I know what the difference is between swimming with sharks and if it's going to put me off balance and put me down on myself and take away my confidence, I'm not doing it. And by you saying no to whatever patterns trying to reappear here, Spirit carries you to calmer waters. And then we get this caring compassion coming in for you. So the lesson learned is trust your gut here about balance in the first place. And if you've already learned this lesson, stop asking yourself or stop not believing yourself. You've acquired enough expertise on this. You've acquired enough data on this life lesson, okay? You know what you're doing here. I feel like you just think that you don't. But you do. Eight of Cups. Go away from any expertise you've acquired, whatever dirty dishes that have been left in your hands, okay? We can't get the new thing if there's something to still clear out with an old thing. Only you would know what that is, but we are getting needed change on when I tried to clarify what that was. Okay. Spirit wants you to move to calmer waters here because it's just going to be the same old routine. Okay. I hope that helps you there, dear. I haven't talked to you in forever. I don't even know what's going on with you. I feel like we just need to schedule phone calls. Then we need to do a phone tree. And maybe we'll just have a fun private Zoomsies for ourselves here at some point. I think that would be fun. I hope that helps, Miss Jennifer. Miss Judy Jude, what should you trust? That all will be well. Trust yourself there, Jennifer. Okay. What should Judy Jude trust? That all will be well. What's the context here? Oh, you're welcome, Miss Jennifer. I hope that out at least a little bit, but I feel like that test is coming. It's coming again, honey. Uh, and then when you pass it, that daddy saddy reward is not far behind. Okay, Miss Judy Jude. Heart of the reading much here? Another 11. Wow. Okay. Those are you saw me put them in random places in the deck, and we've shuffled many times before. So something there in that reading here, you should trust that once you close out a cycle for something, that another possibility will show itself. And yes, one that will bring you joy. What is fueling this joy? Your own balance. 50, the 5 of change, that is supported by the universe with that 0. That's beautiful. Well, damn, Judy Jude. I think we're 2 for 2 here with the last couple readings. Okay, let's look. Boy, that mind shift has been doing wonders here. You have to share that wisdom with us. Okay. What wisdom has been gained from you trusting that when an old pattern is closed, that a new one will open? Okay. The wisdom is about allowing the towers, allowing the ending to happen, because without that, you cannot have the new possibility. You don't know what your strength is. You don't know that your strength is literally your own balance and your own joy here. That's what changes 37 as a 10. That's what initiates divine timing. Okay. So the wisdom that you will be shared with everybody else is like kind of like the don't fear the reaper here. Don't fear the ending of something, because it just means that it either threw you off balance, or that wasn't your best and highest good. It wasn't your best and highest joy. Pretty much the same thing. I've acquired these expertise on endings, and I'm ready to pass the baton of knowledge about how to handle endings, how to move yourself into smoother waters and make that needed change, because when you look for the doors, they suddenly do appear. It doesn't matter. Whatever drives that tower, hard misfortune, right? The lesson that you're sharing with others in is go to the end of the plank. Take the time that it takes to unfold that lotus petal one at a time. It grows from very dire circumstances. That's why the lotus is so freaking cool. Yeah, no matter what falls apart around you, it's what are you going to do? I feel like you're giving someone some tough love here too, Jude. Like, don't just stand there at the end of the pier. You gotta turn back around and focus on your own joy when a cycle has finished out. So it's like a thing or two about ending cycles and how to step out of that energy and not stick around on the pier of sadness here, because that does nobody no good. Okay. And it's like you could write a book about it. It's time for you to share that wisdom of how to get through these specific hard times. Maybe I got an ear squeezy on book, Judy. Write about some of these experiences, or some of the experiences you've witnessed others having, how you help them transition. Yeah. Nurturing creator. Write a book about it. I think that would help a lot of people. And just said, I think you're given some tough love here, but it's just like practical advice. Like, come on, let's get ourselves up here. Here's a tissue. Let's wipe our face. Come on, guys. No dilly dallying on the end of the pier here. It's just a successful completion for a reason. We have doors to get to. We have joys to go find. All right. Yep. I got a big squeezy on writing a story about endings and transitioning into next things in life after some kind of hard endings. Maybe you have A whole slew of experience there to show about every tough ending that anybody could ever throw at you. That's what I'm getting there, Judy Jude. Oh, gotta go, Miss Kathy. I love you, girl. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Okay, Miss Judy Jude, that was you. All righty, Miss. I got here Josie. Oh, good, Judy. Yay. Did I miss Josie from last night popping in? I didn't see her. I'm sorry, Josie, if I didn't see. Oh, there you are. Okay, you're right above Miss Kathy. There you go. Miss Josie Joe. I want to make sure it's the right Josie I was picturing in my mind so I wasn't pulling cards for another Josie. All right, let's see here. What should Josie trust that all will be well? What should Josie trust that all will be well moving forward in this new 1111 portal? What should she trust? What's the context here? What she should trust that all will be well about. Trish, you're up next, and then Brett. Oh, did I forget? Did I do Marsha? Yes. Okay. I was like, oh Lord. Okay. See, guys, I don't. As soon as it's out, it's like I couldn't tell you. Ooh, Miss Josie. Okay, center, left, right. There's that cornucopia victory again, and this was tonight's reading. Okay, this cornucopia of energy, this devil energy is going to tempt you back into a pattern because they see you doing well. For some reason, they don't like that. 39, you're going to have to speak up and use your voice about, no, I'm just fine, thank you. And I don't know why I'm having this attitude of step back, like I am just fine, thank you. But this is feeling like somebody that's like, oh, they see what you've acquired or what you're doing or what you got. And now all of a sudden it looks juicy. Now all of a sudden they want to be your friend, or they want to get in on your action here. Archangel Gabriel's the fifth chakra. This is tomorrow. This could be as soon as, like, what's that saying? I'm only getting a piece of it. It's something talks bullshit walks. I don't know. Is it money talks bullshit walks? I don't know, girl. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's causing you some pause here. You gotta trust your intuition here, Archangel Uriel. This Archangel Gabriel is the angel of judgment. It's the judgment card energy. That literally what my notes were talking about today. Look back to 1020 if you journal, because my notes today were predictive of what I was talking about on October 20th. Somebody wants what you got. I don't know if it's the best of intentions here, Miss Joe's. So star energy, a bright opportunity. Someone's trying to ride on your coattails here. I think if they want in on it, they need to put the money up. They need to, if they want to be an investor in something, if they want to be a player in that game, they need to pony up here, and pony up specifically. Okay. Grateful togetherness here, Four of Wands. It is Veterans Day. I don't know if this person is a veteran or anything connected to the military. And we've got the balloons again. All right. Green balloons, cornucopia, money. And then we have this Five of Cups. Somebody's pissed. You look better in the rear view mirror, and now they want another go. It doesn't feel like they deserve it. Okay, so what's the moral of the story here? Technically, that'd be center, left, right. So let me. Six of Wands, glorious win over this. You've learned this before. I feel like you're going to smell their deceit a mile away. And it's like, oh yeah, sure, you can be nice and be like, okay, if you want some of this, you gotta put some investment in. Here's the amount of the buy-in, and then all of a sudden they can't pony up. Uh Definitely about something coming back here again to tempt you, just like the reading. Yeah, you've acquired you've been down this road before, honey. But I feel like this time you're like, I've done this all myself, and you're not threatening. Um, I don't care if you don't care the same way about this person anymore. Like maybe they thought, they could have you at their beck and call or something. And you're like, no, I know how to have victory for myself now. And now you're not even as cute as you used to be, or now you just aren't tempted by them. You're winning over that pattern here that's going to present itself. And I feel like the message or the wisdom gained here is that no matter how things get, you can always recover it. You can always still have a victory. It depends on who you're with, as long as you're grateful in that togetherness. The victory of this 1111 portal is by you not allowing it. You win this time. This time, they're not getting another chance here, whatever this is. You winning, and maybe this kind of kept you tripped up here for a little while. Maybe you thought they were a cornucopia, and they weren't all that. What is this victory about? Give me a little bit more. I feel like go back and watch that reading again, Joe's, because that's going to have more detail, and I have no idea what I said, so I can't really reiterate. Anything more on this grateful togetherness? Okay, so that came out as a new abundance here, Ace of Pentacles. And then it kind of spun on my table into missed opportunity. I feel like this is the person that misses out. You're like, yeah, you might have tempted me back in the day, but not anymore, because now you're winning. You just don't see it as a loss anymore. And it's their missed opportunity. You're like, snooze, you lose, motherfucker. Sorry, pardon my French. That just felt gleeful to say. Maybe it's like, oh my God, I'm finally beating this thing. Yeah, 39 to 12. It's a 180. You are beating it this time here, girl. No matter how many times you lost before, seems like the moral of the story, we get ourselves up and we try. If at first we don't succeed, there it is. Try again. This was meant for you to learn here. There's your new start to confirm that reading. There's something more in that reading there for you. I hope that helped you, Miss Josie Joes. All right. Okay, Miss Diana, I'm glad you're connecting with new people. That's awesome. Embracing your solitude and sovereignty. Oh, I love that. That is awesome. Okay, we have I did forget about no, Trish and then Brett. You're right. Thank you. Trish and then Mr. Brett here. Okay. Miss Trish Taylor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. You have found the most wonderful place. I'm not sure how you found us. Just because we haven't had you in here before doesn't mean you haven't been here before, but I'm so glad you said hello, because you have literally hit the jackpot, girl, on how wonderful my tribe is. They are just stellar people, big hearts, great community. You're in the right place, okay? You are in the right place. Let me get some information for Miss Trish. Okay. We've got center, left, right. So angel of love, maybe coming out. There's the moon card energy. That was our first card out tonight. And we have, yep, this judgment energy of the 20 of the sun today. Okay. Something here that was resurrected. And it looks like you are taking exactly what the lesson of today's reading was for, tonight's general reading, and looking at something through a lens of love. Okay. Yeah. Finishing out a contract here. Balancing the energy. Yeah. I didn't even know the world card was under there when I said finishing out, because that could have just as well been. It's still up for review here. Yep. Shifting your values here. What used to give you anxiety, you're not afraid to pass this test. To pass. You're not afraid to pass. Okay. So you're not afraid to say no. You're not afraid anymore to say, nah, I'm going to pass. Like maybe you thought some kind of opportunity, if we held any anxiety on about something that was not right for us. This is the rose quartz. You might want to wear that in your pocket. I wear mine in my bra. And I don't know why I'm coming over here into this, the left side of the wing, which would be on the right side of her body. So that's future energy. And then the song from last night just came in again. I hope you find what you're looking for. Are we finally able to let something go with love? Understanding it was a lesson set up for us. That was the contract that we made so that we could learn this lesson. Yeah, 49 is the death and transformation energy of the butterfly, transforming your love life because you finally balanced out this contract. You learned to not feel anxious and not take what wasn't good for you or in your best and highest good out of fear that nothing else would come. It's just not true. So you need to trust all is going to be well here with your heart, and that you do have the strength to use your voice and talk about what's been hiding in your moon energy here. Okay. What wisdom are you gaining from this experience? What wisdom are you gaining from this experience? There's that full card energy again. What wisdom is Trish gaining from this that can be shared with others? Wow. Not once, but twice. Triumphant completion. And I love that the world is balanced. They got this yoga pose going on here, doing some couples yoga coming up. Now, when you push away and tell the universe, no, that isn't good, this person had me in my anxiety, well, that was purposeful, because would you stand up for yourself? And it looks like you're using your voice. Difficult decision. You're doing it, honey. Yeah, this could have been a long-term relationship here. That's not easy. Trust yourself, okay? There's the energy of the hermit, of the wisdom gained from being able to look back and see the light within the dark. What I thought was lasting security, maybe we were marrying because we thought that would bring us security, but it only brought us heartache and even more worry. Okay. And you're getting your reward here. Rewarded sacrifice. This is time served, honey. I don't know why time served came in. It's time to heal your heart here. This does not feel like a fun energy. This was a long I mean, it could have even been 10 years or more. But literally when I'm saying what wisdom can you share with others? And that's the hermit. We're in a hermit year. We're in a 9 year of completion. And it's like what wisdom I could share is always speak up. Maybe in some way you lost your voice or sense of self within this. I don't know. Does it feel like you were silenced? My throat is squeezing like it hurts. Felt very isolated. And because you completed this and you faced that aloneness feeling, right? Then we've got an actual partner coming in here, just like we saw in the general reading. They may be very, very different from your normal type or just different from you in general. It's the yin to your yang, it's the balance. Okay, trust that all will be well with your heart. As long as you always use your voice, you know how to end even things that are long term that are hard to end. You've learned it. You found the light in the dark, dear. Good job. Let's try not to stay back in here, okay? Because it does feel a little sad to me here. Just because of the God, we were together so long, or I did that job for so long, whatever that was. You had to trust your own heart in order to move forward, and that was not easy because soul contracts never are. They never are. That's why we set it up for ourselves that way, so our soul can grow. And you're doing it. You got this. Trish, you get in your dish. And they match. They're just as dishy as you. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Kathy. Thank you for saying Jude. Appreciate it. Now, Mr. Brett. Okay, speak now or forever hold your peace if I missed anyone. Otherwise, I've got Brett last, and thank you everybody for still hanging out with us and sharing your energy for the readings. All right, what'd I do? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna do you be more cheerful here. All right. Last but not least, divine masculine in the house here. All right. What is something that you should trust? All is well. What should you trust that all is well? Whatever you're walking away from. Okay. Whatever you are leaving, then there's this pentacle sitting back in the back of the cabinet that's been forgotten about. There's some kind of paperwork here. And a 13 is again the sign of death and transformation. So generally speaking, whatever you are walking away from then is going to raise your vibrational frequency to the point of where it's the end of financial constraints as well. That usually happen. Yep, the ending of something here. That's usually the way that it happened. And boy, oh boy, the world at the heart of the reading can't make it up. Whatever you have walked away from, whatever contract that was imbalance here or out of balance, okay, you've grown from it. You've learned all you could learn here. And then we've got sixth chakra, which is third eye energy, Archangel Metatron. Intuition is coming back on a higher level. And whatever this is that you're walking away from not only helps out the money situation, that's what you need to trust will be well, because if you worry about it, that's going to attract a poverty mindset's going to attract lack, right? But when we stop focusing on that, when we balance our energy, when we walk away from thought patterns or whatever this ending is, you got money and love coming in here. Okay. A 927 is a 9 of an end. We've got our 11, 29 is an 11, and with that being on the bottom, that's a 911, which is in the angel book number. It's about light workers unite. And it doesn't get much more Archangel Metatron than that. Maybe you didn't know. I would think you would after listening to me go on and on about energy for so long. All right, let's look at what is the wisdom that has been gained here. I feel like it's a mindset that's being walked away from. Yeah, stagnant routine. Okay, focusing on this lightning bug, the actual light of the joy. And I keep looking at these like a crystal ball or something here. I don't know. There's a butterfly and then something about Japanese cherry blossoms. Hot pink has to do with the seventh chakra. It changes your aura, this mindset or this stagnancy, letting go of lack literally changes everything. Center, left, right, Ange. Get it right. Okay. Center, left, right. Withstanding adversity here, the 9 of Wands in the past. 9 of Wands can be repeating a cycle. And look what's on the top from the other deck here. You're breaking the pattern. Okay. And then 4 of Wands in reverse, the end of feeling like you're alone in a crowd of people. Woo. I'd say that's the end of a stagnant routine with the Knight of Wands. Fearless action. It's like saying, yeah, I just heard F it. Like, might as well try it if it's as simple as changing my thoughts. Like, yeah. And because, I mean, Pisces, that's the OG of the zodiac. So calling in all that ancient wisdom here. Archangel Metatron is the archangel of the Akashic records. So maybe you don't know what that is, and we need to have a discussion there, but you have access to something you have no idea what you have access to here. I think that's why it's so important for you to get your own mindset right, because otherwise you'd never be able to access the higher soul is in that third eye, pineal gland. We can't get to the pineal gland when we can only be stressed out about what we don't have. I feel like definitely the dark days are over here. Where's this new leap going? Strategic solutioning. Look at that little guy. Going from a world of black and white to one full of color. It's just kind of employing that strategy of, oh, I'm stopping myself when I have that thought because I know that's just going to attract more of what I don't want. And I'm literally flipping that using my Pisces power of the 180 of the Hanged Man. What's the opposite of what I was just thinking or about to come out my mouth? It takes time to be able to do that. But as far as your energy here, I don't even think you know. It's going to open up once you can access this information. You're going to be privy to some kind of higher wisdom, your higher soul. The higher soul that's inside the pineal gland that houses all the lessons learned from every single lifetime we've experienced. That's why your soul always knows. Our joy is telling of that. No more doing things the hard way. Trust that all will be well when you leave what you know you need to leave behind. That's it. Don't hem and haw. We don't, not looking back in anger. We're in a place now where we can say thank you for the lesson and we're not pointing fingers of blame or how bad so-and-so is or They're just doing the best that they can with the information that they have as well. And when we realize that we've vibrated higher up than other energies around us, but this one I don't think you care about. I feel like now you just see it from this different perspective. It vibrated out a long time ago here in the past. Nine of Wands takes a lot of time to accumulate. That's to the point of exhaustion. And you're like, that's not working. What is the one thing that you could be thankful for you learned from that person? Because even adversity gives us the blessing of the strength on the other side. It's always the infinity loop. I'm kind of just being nosy here. What are you taking fearless action on? Queen of Wands. Okay, no wonder your knight's all excited here. Don't let that stinking thinking keep coming back in. That's your own thoughts here. Like I was spot on with this. This is not about a specific situation. We are walking away from a mindset that does us zero good, and that is always going to wreak havoc with peace. This is the Queen of Pentacles, peaceful abundance. Okay, but the only thing that can ruin that is our thoughts. We can push away exactly what it is that we want. And this is like definitely a lot about time, money, energy, resources. And look who showed up again here. Not so black and white in our thinking. There's all kinds of ways I can think about something, no matter how logical my thoughts are. I can always add a splash of color and see it from a different perspective. And guess what? Money starts flowing. Wands start flowing. Just kidding. Well, you definitely end in a cycle here of wash, rinse, repeat. And right underneath that, what I say? See? And look, Knight of Wands turns into the King of Wands. Okay. All right, guys. I think that would be Miss Josie thing. It's what changes. Okay, good. Okay, just double checking that I didn't miss anybody else, guys. Oh, Trish found you from you, Judy. Thank you. I hope that helped her. I hope it did. I hope it did. And Brett AD saying hey. Okay. Oh my gosh, see, it doesn't feel like 2 hours, but I do need to go eat because now I only eat once a day. So if I get at nighttime, I swear to God, this meal prep, my girlfriend Adrienne that delivers me food, I would not be eating vegetables, that's for sure. Would not be eating vegetables. Oh, well, thank you, Brett. You're amazing as well. Oh, there I knew. I see. I had a feeling. Kaylee. Okay. I got you, girl. I was like, I think that's everybody. I think that's, but I'm like, no, this nagging little thought that I don't want to miss anybody. All right. Miss Kaylee, you will finish us out. You will finish us out. And then everybody else, we will see you on date night Thursday night. Ooh, there's your card there on the bottom, Kaylee. Okay. I love this that high priestess card. Decisive intuition. Your eyes have been open. What's your eyes been open about? All right. What should Kaylee trust that all will be well? What's the context here? I feel like you already know. I don't even need to lay you cards, girl. And look at her like spidery lashes here too. That goes back to the Ascension card, changing your perspective. Okay. Action. Yep. Center, left, right, going towards your star 17. running away from an old attachment that kept you chained to this post. You couldn't go nowheres. Yep. There's the 44 energy there of your own balance, transformation, Queen of Cups energy, and fueling that action. Yep. Reading Door to Spirit. There's peace coming for you, honey. You've been wanting to run fast, and there's a slow horse, and you're leaving him in the dust. Maybe it's the one that was the black chain here to this post, and you're the action horse here. And you're like, I just really got to look at what is holding me here. What really is it? I think you're running for the hills. Okay. I don't know if you're really going to any hills, but that's what I heard. Hills in particular. Okay. Going for your glow up, are you? All right, let's keep going. Let's see here. Give me what's the wisdom that Kaylee is gaining from this experience? What could you share with others about these painful transition, tower energy upright? You ain't wasting time though here, girl. You ain't stopping to ask questions. This was an opportunity here in the past, Page of Pentacles. I don't know if it got any past that any. And double Cancer energy here. The moon was the first card to come out as for the querent. Shadowed illusion about your own lovability and your own ability to transform. Again, you don't need to know where you're going always. It doesn't have to be an exact plan. You just know you got to get the fuck out of here. Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah. Of an 1111. A partnership of whatever label you put on it. Painful transition, but you head into abundance here. You're seeing through the illusion that this was never going to get past a page energy. Trying to come for a queen. Two queens. This was to show you were the queen all along, honey. Yeah, it's scary to leave that security, but is a page really security? Especially if it ties us down and has us looking at like, who the hell was I in this thing? You're finding your heart again, babe. There's peace ahead. This was not the be all end all just because there was time served here. Okay, gleeful celebration. The wisdom that you're sharing with others. I'm not clear about, about your heart is worth it. Like your own peace is worth it. No matter how long you've been there. You originally did follow your heart here, but it's just like, okay, over all this time, I've matured to a queen and they stayed page. They might not really love your newfound confidence here, just as the wisdom that you're sharing is that no matter how long a situation has been, everybody can turn mean. Like, yeah, that page has teeth. You really see the ugly side of people, guys, when you decide to leave their slow asses behind. Accelerating quickly. And the first card out was action. I don't think this is going to be what you're sharing with others here is continue to look for, because every cockroach you find, there's 50 of them of his friends that you don't see. It's much more painful later, but it's like this page is making it as hard as possible. Maybe even guilt trying to change you back here. Mm-mm. Eight of Wands is the first decan of Sag. We are in Eight of Wands with Mercury communication and with Mars action. This is now, honey. And if not now, the very least, the first decan of Sagittarius. Okay. But I'd say watch your back here because don't worry. It's, Five of Swords is play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So I just wouldn't wait around for them to get their karmic energy returned to them. You focus on your heart and you. Okay. And do not feel bad for having heart, for allowing this in the first place. Don't you dare be like, I should have seen it. Don't you dare. I won't let you. These kind of things have a way of 55. Yeah, they have a way of really messing with our head and making us forget who the hell you are. You're the Queen of the Moon, damn it. Mm-mm. It's better after this, okay? Use that saggy heart of yours, okay? Use it. We all got your back, girl. Yep, you definitely do, Peg. You see the ugly side of people when you stand up for yourself because guess what? You're no longer chained to their energy. You're no longer over giving to them. They're no longer sucking from the damn teat. Oh, I'm sorry. I stopped breastfeeding 15 years ago. You cannot have my milk anymore. Now I'm just being silly, but you know what I mean. The teats are for kids, not grown ass adults who know better and fight dirty. But guess what? Childish games, childish prizes. Let him have his freaking yo-yo. Who cares? Just get them what they want. Make sure you're okay and you're safe. Do not don't you dare beat yourself up over this. It's time. There's yep. Last night's reading, putting down the burden. You don't have to carry this. The time to get off the teat. Doesn't mean it's not a hard decision, but no. You should not be feeding a grown ass adult mama milk. That's for you and your babies. That is it. All right. I love you guys. I am see, I gotta still be me. I gotta lighten up the energy, or else I don't want to take that stuff kind of with me. I'm just gonna go have my dinner. But I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye for now. And don't forget to check out today's notes and look back at October 20th to see what might be revealing itself from then. Bye bye.